At the end of this video, I'm going to show you 1 minute documentary. It's not something fancy or anything. It's my best moment of my life. I shot that video and it taught me a big lesson that I will never forget in storytelling. I love telling stories, and today I have a story for you. So in 2017, I was very bored, exhausted, no jobs. I think this is a moment every filmmaker goes through. No calls for jobs, no jobs happening, no expectations. The sun is too hot in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I felt a bit lost, and for a second I stopped. I thought, there's something I'm feeling, it's not right, or there's a weird loneliness. I was feeling it's around me, and I thought, what is it? Why? So I was living in this house where I had my room facing rooms of my neighbors. And in my sitting room, I had a table where I was sitting and doing all my work. And while I'm working, I had a huge window in front of me. I could see everything goes on to my neighbors' balcony, street. I had everything in front of me. And sometimes it was even distracting because sometimes I'm writing and So I had two neighbors in front of me. One, his name was Juma, with his wife and the kids. And I had another neighbor who is next to Juma, who also had a wife and kids. So every time I'll sit there typing and do whatever I have to do, just looking at my neighbors, kids running around, and this coming in, coming out, arguing, and all sort of things. And sometimes when I had a problem with my car, I had a neighbor who is next to Juma helping me where I have to fix a tile, or my battery is not starting the car. I had to ask him to boost me up, and that was life. So one day, I wake up in the morning, I see everything is quiet. No one is talking. It felt like something is wrong, something happened. And you can tell, in Tanzania, when something happened in the neighborhood, you'll see people in the groups talking, and you can feel like something has happened. And you approach someone who is next to you and ask what's happened, and they will tell you. And that's what I did. I go outside and ask one of my neighbors, Juma's wife, what happened. And she told me the other neighbor, who I'm not going to mention the name, but I just feel like not to. The guy who was helping me all the time when I had a problem with my car and all sort of things, he didn't come back the night before. So the wife was concerned because she wanted to know where is her husband. And she tried to reach out from a few people, but she said she received a call that her husband had an accident. But she's not sure if it's true. But she's worried. And she tried to call relatives of her husband that what happened, where he is, and they were not telling her. I think something was complicated, and they said, he's fine, don't worry, everything is good, he'll talk to you. And she's worried. She says, no, if he had to talk to me, it should have been the first thing. And she was sharing with me this information when I was next to her asking other people, because I could see she was more paranoid. So fast forwarding the story, it's true. She made an effort, and later all of us neighbors, we realized it's true. The husband passed away. He had an accident. Very tragic story. And I was accompanying my other neighbor to go to certain hospital, nearby hospital, try to ask, because it's not the usual thing you see in American movie when they call the hospital. No, for us, you show up and try to ask, and they will help you to find out if it's true or not. And unfortunately, it was true. And he had an accident like very near home where he looked like he was coming back home. And it was bad. So in a period of 1 week, the time that I was sitting there to work and see everything happening and neighbors, everyone is happy, the guy was there cleaning his car and leaving for work. Just like this, things changed. So I'm coming back to the day that I said I was sitting there and looking in front of me and thinking, something is wrong. So this time I'm looking at my neighbors. All the houses are door closed. It has been like just 2 days. Things were shiny, everything was in the move, everyone was happy, and boom, quiet. Juma and his wife, they moved out. The neighbor, husband, passed away. She moved out, and our little compound was quiet. Quiet, no one, no kids, no clothes. You know, we hang clothes outside as neighbors and all these type of things. Nothing. It's just strong sun hitting the compound. It's dry. It's hot in my house. I was hungry also. And thirsty, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I think I was thirsty. And just looking at my neighbors, doors closed, and just yesterday, everything was fine. Yesterday, everyone was there, smiling, music loud, kids, chickens. And it made me feel a bit depressed. And I thought, it's true, that's why I'm feeling this way. This is not normal. There was people here, and all of a sudden no one is around me. That's why I'm feeling this way. So I pick up my phone. I had a very cheap Chinese phone, and I thought, I want to document this. I want to pass what I feel in the camera. Like, I want to capture how I feel. So I went outside. I remember just wearing my short without a shirt, and I started filming things around the compound. And I filmed my neighbors' veranda, the balconies, all the little stuff that they left behind. And I put my soul and my heart to try to capture, like I was trying to take it, to touch it, but with a camera, and try to install that feelings that I had at the moment. And I edited the video quickly on my little MacBook Pro. And later, I had another neighbor who was my best friend from childhood, and I said, look, there are this little documentary I shot today. Watch it and tell me what you think. that day is when I learned that I have to do whatever it takes in storytelling to pass the feelings to the audience. It's not about the shots, it's not about the camera I have in my hand, it's the feeling. Is how do you want the audience to feel? That's the ultimate goal. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you didn't. Appreciate. See you next time.